Unsurprisingly, I've been thinking a lot about isolation just lately. And I recall a time in my early 30s when I was very isolated. Not physically, like we are now, but an isolation of the spirit. An existential crisis, I guess, is what you could say. My next guest has been living in physical isolation for almost 2 weeks now, and I'm a bit excited to say that she's just 4 bags of her life to choose 2 items to share with us today. I'm talking to Monique Morton, and she is holed up in a hotel room in Docklands in Melbourne. Monique, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much for having me.
What is your first item of random shit to share?
Okay, so today I would love to share with you a very special book. It's quite random. It's going to be a little bit backwards in the screen, I'm pretty sure.
No, I can read it perfectly.
Oh, okay, fantastic. This is a special book that all my friends and family wrote in. Comments, funny comments, rude comments, photos, all sorts of things, beautiful quotes to farewell me as I moved overseas. And I moved to Peru in 2017, and I've taken this with me everywhere I've gone, every house that I've moved to. And whenever I'm having a down day, I always open it up and read some beautiful comments, which is a really lovely reminder of how people perceive me, and also why I did the crazy thing to move to Peru. So this is my first random shit that I take with me everywhere I go.
That's beautiful, isn't it? Adventure. Is it the whole thing is full, or are there gaps for you to fill in things as well?
Oh, there's a few empty pages in there. Obviously, this is something I'll continue filling in my life, but there's lots of notes and photos and little love notes and, you know, fold out pages and all sorts of things in there from my colleagues, my friends, family, colleagues that I worked with in Peru as well. So it's a really nice memento that's carried me through the last few years.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. How nice is that? I have something similar, and I was going to share this book here. So obviously we're on book theme, and for the viewer at home, Monique and I didn't divulge what we were going to share, so this is random. In talking about my existential crisis in my early 30s, this is the book that brought me to life again, and it still holds a very special place in my heart. And it was a book, you know, when you read something and you're suddenly caught up in the excitement and you think, oh my God, everyone needs to read this. I think I was the biggest purchaser of this book. I think I was the one in the whole world who bought the most copies and gave it to everyone because, oh my God, you have to read this. It'll change your life.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so that was the book. So what's the next thing you're going to share?
Okay, so as I mentioned, I moved overseas and I left all my friends and my family behind, and I also left my parrot behind, who was my little sidekick and best friend. Not long after I moved overseas, unfortunately, he suffered a very bad accident and he's no longer with us. But simultaneously, a new friend of mine actually was putting her painting skills together and painted me something as a birthday gift. And now it's just turned out to be one of my most prized possessions. Random AF to travel with.
Yes.
But here is my canvas painting of my dead parrot. I love so much.
That's just the funniest thing, Monique. That's beautiful.
Genuine canvas.
Framed and everything. Oh my God.
So every house that I moved to, when I moved from the city to the Sacred Valley, he came with me. He was always on my wall or on my bedside table, or he was always somewhere. Now I wear him around my neck.
Wow.
But this beautiful piece of art painted by one of my girlfriends, it has huge sentimental value for me, but also is random AF to be travelling with. So
Yeah, and so you've been taking that overseas in your suitcase.
Yep.
Have you ever had a customs inspection and they've looked and queried you about your parrot painting?
No, I haven't actually. It's I carry so much random shit with me, and never once has customs ever opened any of my suitcases because I could stand there for hours telling them about all of this stuff, but no, unfortunately not.
That's an astonishing thing. Now, the next piece of random shit I'm going to share are 2 pens. Now, one belongs to my dad, and the other one my sister gave me, and she had it engraved with my initials on there. And I don't use either of them, but they serve to remind me that I have this deeply held dream of being an author. And I can tell you the reason, but I won't tell you in this show. You'll have to stay tuned for another where I divulge the reason why I'm not an author. But they serve to remind me that you don't need something really beautiful. You don't have to have something special to go on to do it. So I used to think, I'd love to be an author, but I can't possibly be an author because I don't have a good pen to use. Or I don't have a good book to write my wonderful words in. Well, I got the good pens and I got the wonderful book and I still didn't write. So there must have been...
I'm interested to know that story.
Yeah, so there's more to the story than just the equipment.
Yes.
And I think that's part of that isolation thought process and getting those things out of your mind and into practice.
Yeah, definitely. It's a opportunity I see to work out what it is that you've been wanting to do and wanting to work on. Maybe you've had a dream for a while, but you've never just had the opportunity to stop and think. So
absolutely.
My pen's getting a workout.
Well, I reckon your fingers are probably getting, from typing all your emails and this constant thing. So tell the viewer, because there'll be people here who haven't been following your daily missives, what are, say, 3 of the things you're looking forward to most on Friday? Well, Saturday. What time do you leave on Friday?
I'm not sure yet. We'll get told soon, after lunch though, so in the afternoon. 3 things that I'm most looking forward to experiencing when I'm out of this shoebox.
Yes.
The grass, definitely, to just lay in the grass. And the sun. I want to feel the sun on my body. I'm really looking forward to that. Something so simple. And the beach. I just want to stand at the beach and feel the sand between my toes and just watch the waves and just be taken away to another place. Really looking forward to those 3 things.
Yeah. And are you planning to stay in Australia for a while? I mean, notwithstanding the travel restrictions, but is it your plan to go back to Peru?
No, I plan to be here for a while. Actually, I'm in the process of applying for my nursing course, so I should be starting that in July this year.
Wow, fantastic.
So, yes, I'll be here for a while.
Excellent. All right. Thanks, Monique, for joining us. It's been such a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I had so much fun going through all my stuff, getting ready for this. It was a hoot. Thank you.
Yeah, good-o. All right. Thank you for joining us. It's been a real pleasure again, as always, to read your comments and to see what's going on in your own lives. Keep doing that. Share something of your own existential crises, because I know we've all had them. Stay tuned for tomorrow, because we'll be back at 4:30. go with the thumbnail.
Yeah, beauty. Okay, no worries.
Fantastic. All right. Well, all the best with everything.
Thank you. Thank you. This was so much fun. Thanks. I really enjoyed it.
That's good. Yeah, thanks for joining in.
No worries, hon. Take care.
Okay, bye.